सहनौ भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च। Let us chant from verse number 3. Repeat once. ऊर्ध्वं प्राणम् उन्नयति अपानं प्रत्यगस्यति मध्ये वामनमासीनं विश्वे देवा उपासते। अस्य विस्रंसमानस्य शरीरस्थस्य देहिनः देहात् विमुच्यमानस्य किमत्र परिशिष्यते न प्राणेन नापानेन मर्त्यो जीवति कश्चन इतरेण तु जीवन्ति यस्मिन्नेतावुपाश्रितौ. Yes. So in this particular section of Kathopanishad, this section begins with Yamaraj pointing out something divine in us. There is something divine which is immortal, unborn, imperishable. In this body, how is the body described? Puramekadashadwaram, the body, the mansion with 9 gates. So in this body, there is something divine. Shift your attention to it. Then what is the benefit? Anusthaya nachochati. If you meditate upon this divine entity in you, that consciousness in you, the self in you, you will be free from all sorrows. Vimuktascha vimuchyate. You will be liberated while living, and you will be free from birth-death cycle after death. That essence in this body, which is infinite, immortal, that itself is the very essence of the whole world. In fact, all the bodily functions are happening because of that divine essence. Na pranena na banena martyo jivati kaschana. It is not that we are breathing, therefore we are alive. No. Itarena tu jivanti. Yasmin etau upasritau. It is because of that entity that all the bodily functions are going on. And what happens when that entity leaves the body? Dehad vimuchyamanasya kimatra parishishyate. What remains once that entity leaves the body? So that Paramatma, that Supreme Law, is worshipful. Now, what happens to people who worship the Lord, and what happens to people who ignore the Lord? Verse number 6, page number 238. Hantata idam pravakshyami guhyam brahma sanatanam yatha cha maranam prapya atma bhavati gautama. Hantata idam pravakshyami guhyam brahma sanatanam yatha cha maranam prapya atma bhavati gautama. Hanta, well, now, again, Hanta has got different meanings depending upon the context. Generally, Hanta means alas. Okay. But here that meaning cannot be taken. Ayyo, I have to tell this again and again. We can't tell this because Nachiketa is a brilliant student. So that meaning is not taken by Shankaracharya here. Ayyo, how many times I have to tell you? Actually, that is the meaning. But here Bhagavan says no. Now, again, well, that meaning. Hanta. Te to you idam pravakshyami. I will tell you this. What is that? Guhyam Brahma Sanatanam. About that Brahman, that Supreme Lord. Who is he? Guhyam, mysterious. Guhyam means a secret. A secret which everybody is carrying with them, but nobody is aware of it. Secret is what? Something which majority of the people don't know. Very, very rare few people only they know. Majority they don't know. That is called as Guhyam, secret. Guhyam. What is that secret? Brahma Sanatanam. There is a Brahman. There is Brahman. What is the nature of that Brahman? Sanatanam. Eternalities. In this body, in this perishable body, the body has to die, but there is something which is eternal in this body. And this great secret is a secret. It is a secret. It's a mystery. Nachiketa, I will tell you that. So here Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Yat Vijnanat Sarva Samsara Uparamaha Bhavati. Why is this knowledge important? Because if you know this Brahman, if you know this reality in you, Sarva Samsara Uparamaha Bhavati. There is a cessation. Cessation of what? Sarva Samsara. Samsaranam ends. Transmigration ends. Constant experience of change ends. Birth, death cycle ends. What is life? Life is called as samsara. Samsarati iti samsara. Life is nothing but constant experience of change, which is uncertain, unpredictable. And therefore it is misery. So that constant change ends. There is permanent peace, freedom from all miseries, sorrows. That is why this knowledge is important. But yathacha maranam prapya, if that person ignores this knowledge, then what happens? He becomes Atma. Maranam prapya Atma bhavati. After death, he becomes Jivatma. So Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Avijnanacha yasya maranam prapya yatha Atma bhavati yatha samsarati. Atma bhavati means what? Becoming a Jivatma. Becoming a Jivatma means what? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. So therefore this knowledge is very, 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 very important. Okay. Yathacha maranam prapya atma bhavati. So if you know this knowledge, you are free. If you ignore this knowledge, you get bound. What happens to that person who gets bound? What happens to the person who ignores this knowledge? Next verse. Now there's a very, very important verse, famous verse also. Verse number 7, page number 241. Yoni manye prapadyante sharirattvaya dehinah sthanumanyenu sanyanti yatha karma yatha shrutam yoni manye prapadyante sharirattvaya dehinah sthanumanyenu sanyanti yatha karma yatha shrutam. Anye dehinaha. Some souls, some embodied souls, some jivatmas, what happens to them? Sharirattvaya yonim prapadyante. Yonim prapadyante. They attain the wombs. For what? Sharirattvaya. To take a physical body. To take a physical body, they attain the wombs. This is some jivatmas. So all the beings who are born through the wombs, to take up a body, they attain the wombs. Anye, others, sthanum anusayanti. They attain sthanu. Sthanu means motionless things. Motionless things means what? Like trees, etc. So extremely inferior ones, they are born as trees. Little better, they are born through the wombs and take up different bodies. Bodies of insects, birds, animals, etc. Human beings also. But Bhagavan, what is the basis of this birth? Is there any basis? Is there any law? Yeah, there is a law. What is the law? Yatha karma, yatha shrutam. The law is all this birth, the logic behind birth is yatha karma, yatha shrutam. It is based on their actions, karma. Yatha shrutam, it is based on, shrutam means knowledge. So the birth takes place based on knowledge. Now we have to spend some time here. What decides our birth in this world? Our birth is decided by our understanding about life. That is called as Shrutam. What is my philosophy of life? What is my understanding about life? Accordingly, will I be born? Because there is a science. According to my understanding, my philosophy, I will have desires in life. And based on my desires, I will perform actions in life. And based on my actions, I will get my results. So everything depends upon my understanding about life. My philosophy about life. What is philosophy of life? How can I be happy in this world? This is called philosophy of life. Everybody has some philosophy. And based on that philosophy, everything in your life can be predicted. What kind of desires you will have, what kind of places you will visit, what kind of people you will meet, what kind of things you will do, what kind of books you will read, how will you spend your time. Everything is based on what? Your desires. And all those desires are based on what? Your understanding about life. That is called as yatha shrutam. So though two terms are used here, yatha karma, yatha shrutam, but actually yatha shrutam is the main word. Because based on shrutam only your karma will happen. Right. Now let us start from the lowest. Now sthanu is the term used here. The most inferior, they are born as trees. That's what he said. The motionless things. So the lowest one, so if you go according to the gunas, the lowest one will be a most tamasic one. Tamas, rajas, sattva. This is the order. So what is this person's philosophy? He must have a philosophy. Accordingly a body is given. Okay. So what is the philosophy? Sleep is happiness. Laziness is happiness. Not doing anything is happiness. Okay. Just curl and lie down. That is bliss. Ignorance is happiness. Knowing is a problem. Not knowing is happiness. Now see, there is a philosophy like that. and the beings which follow that. But the problem is, I want food. If only that food comes right to me. So I'm lying on the bed. If someone can prepare a nice tea, coffee and give it to me, right where I'm lying down, how nice it would be. Correct? Such people, Bhagavan says, Tathastu. May food come to you wherever you are. Now that I have given you hands, legs, brains, now that you are not using it, let it go away. So what happens to that person? A tree. Sthano. If you see the tree, food comes to that. Sunlight comes. It doesn't have to move. Just there. That is a philosophy. You see, every being that you are seeing in this world, that being has got that body based on a philosophy which it has entertained. This is the way you have to understand. There are various kinds of philosophies, and there are permutations and combinations of philosophies. Accordingly, that beings are seen in this world. If I am allergic to knowledge, if I am blissful in the darkness of ignorance, then I will get a body which will be comfortable in darkness, like snake, etc. Goes into the darkness. It doesn't want to come out. There is a science, there is a philosophy. Owl. It is active in darkness, inactive in the daytime, allergic to light. There is a science. There is tamas. There is a joke which I have heard. So they decided, we are going to award the laziest person in this world. So many came. So it was just the very fact that you have come shows that you are not lazy. You have come. Then one person came and said, sir, I know one laziest person. Where is he? He is on the top of the tree. But the very fact that he has climbed the tree shows that he is not lazy. No, he did not climb the tree. He just sat there and one seed sprouted beneath. He did not bother to get up. Now he is on the top of the tree. Okay. This is called a tamas. Slowly. Now the world is designed to take you higher and higher. If your philosophy is wrong, you will suffer. And that suffering makes you introspect. And introspection, you make correction. And after correction, you correct your knowledge, your understanding, and further move forward. This is how the world is designed. And now there is another philosophy. It's a combination of tamas and rajas. What is that philosophy? If I want to be happy, I have to be clever. I have to take shortcuts. I will have to harm others. I have to give pain to others. Only then I can be happy. I have to be crooked and wicked. This is the next stage. It's a combination of tamas and rajas. Shortcut is the way. You will find in human beings also all these categories are there. But intensely you will find it in animals. So then that person may be born as a crow or a fox. Very cunning. And crooked. It's a combination of... Human beings also you find such people. They are ready to take any shortcuts. Shortcut means what? Lack of effort. Tamas. Then a little more higher. Now see, every philosophy has got its own little joys. When you cheat somebody, there is a joy. I've been successful. Yes, I got it easily. Without effort, there is a joy. Every philosophy has got its own joy. So from tamas, a mixture of tamas and rajas, then comes rajas. What is rajas? The joy of achievement. The joy of becoming superior to others. All the egoistic joys, that is rajasic joy. The joy of conquering, of defeating. That's egoistic joy. The joy of taking revenge. There is a joy. I've taught that fellow a lesson. There is a joy. That is called as rajasic joy. But then you will always find that along with the joy, pain also comes. When you take revenge, you get back also. Then there is suffering. And in that suffering, you then introspect. You introspect, then you make correction. This is how it is. The higher joy is the sattvic joy. And you'll always find that the rajasic joy is greater than tamasic joy. And sattvic joy is greater than both rajas and tamas. And the sattvic joy, what is that sattvic joy? The joy of selfless service. Rajasic joy is the joy of taking. Sattvic joy is the joy of giving. There is joy in forgiveness. There is a higher joy in forgiveness compared to revenge. There is a joy of compassion. There is joy of selfless service. There is a joy of devotion. There is a joy of sense mastery. See, indulgence there is a joy, but sense mastery has got a higher joy. Conquering the mind, conquering the senses, there is a joy. There is a joy of dispassion. There is a joy of higher knowledge. They are all called the sattvic joy. And sattvic joy, it is more fulfilling. So therefore, a person who is exposed to sattvic joy will have no difficulty in giving up rajasic and tamasic joys. So this is the way we are all evolving in life. From tamas to rajas. Rajas to sattva. And as the mind becomes more and more sattvic, that mind is capable of gaining higher and higher knowledge, deeper and deeper knowledge. A sattvic mind is alert, vigilant, sharp, efficient, effective, disciplined. There's a joy in carrying such a mind. Yatha karma yatha shrutam. So we are all evolving. There is an understanding, shrutam. Based on that I have a desire. Based on the desire I perform action. Based on this action I get some result. But generally if the understanding is wrong, the result is painful. That pain in fact make me introspective. And in that introspection I find out where I have done wrong. And then I correct myself. Then again with the right understanding I perform action. This is the cycle. Where should this cycle end? When I have perfect understanding. What is perfect understanding? I don't have to seek happiness from outside. I am happiness. Happiness is my nature. I am Satchit Ananda Sarupa. Ananda is my nature. Why should I seek it from outside? This is perfect knowledge. Aham Brahma Asmi. This is perfect knowledge. Till then this cycle will repeat. And once the highest knowledge is gained, that I am not this body, I am pure consciousness, which is bliss absolute. Will there be any desire? See how the cycle stops. Once the knowledge is perfect, desires end. Because all desires are desire for happiness and peace. That happiness and peace, I am finding it in myself. And once I find that happiness in myself, what happens to desires? Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmaivahyatmana tushtaha. Correct? Atmanyevatmana tushtaha sthita pratyasthatojyate atmanieva atmana tushtaha. I am contented in myself. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Manogatan kaman prajahati. I give up all desires of the mind. Why? Because I am happy in myself. Infinite bliss. Then what happens? Knowledge is perfect. So therefore, there is no desire. And since there is no desire, there is no selfish actions. Actions meant for gaining happiness. No actions. Bas, that cycle ends there. Till this cycle reaches to this perfect knowledge, the cycle will continue. That is called as punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Yatha karma yatha shuram. So the very fact that we are all here, and if we are enjoying this, that means all these stages have already gone. You know, the trees and the insects and the birds and the plants. We have gone through that all. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam vetha parantapa. Arjuna, very many births we have taken. You don't remember it, that's all. So we have gone through all those stages, all those stages, all those stages. And now if you are able to appreciate this knowledge of the Upanishad, the highest knowledge, then that means, yes, we are very, very close. Very close. If you are enjoying this, okay. Now a question comes. Bhagavan, what I desire, who is the one who is knowing it? Because these desires are something which even I myself don't know. My desires, my vasanas, my inclinations, my tendencies. Many times even I myself don't know where am I? With what vasanas I am born? Where am I in that ladder of evolution? I myself don't know. Who is the one who is deciding everything, planning everything, bringing things together? So that is answered in the next verse. Again, next verse is also a very famous verse. Verse number 8, page number 243. Ya esha supteshu jagarti kamam kamam purusho nirmimanaha tadeva shukram tad brahma tadevamritamuchyate tasmin lokashrita sarve tadunatyeti kaschana etat vaitat ya esha supteshu jagarti kamam kamam purusho nirmimanah tadeva shukram tad brahma tadevamritamuchyate tasmin lokashrita sarve tadunatyeti kaschana etat vaitat. Nachiketa, etat vaitat. This is exactly it, what you are asking for. Ya esha purushaha. There is somebody in us. This Purusha, this being. What is he doing? Supteshu jagarti. Jagarti, wide awake he is. And what are we doing? Supteshu. We are all sleeping. Even when we are sleeping, even when we are not aware of what is happening in us, there is somebody in us who is wide awake. And what is he doing? Nirmimana. He is creating. He is manifesting. What is he manifesting? Kamam, kamam. In every one of us, we all are having some kind of desires, some ambition, something we are craving in life, desiring in life. This Purusha, he knows it. Even clearer than we know what we are desiring, he knows it. Why? Jagrati. He is wide awake. Why is he awake? Wakefulness is his nature. Being awake is his nature. Awareness is his nature. Being alert, conscious and vigilant, that is his nature. Knowing is his nature. What kind of knowing? Effortless knowing. Spontaneous knowing. Absolute knowing. Independent knowing. He doesn't need any of our mind or the intellect to know. He knows. That's why it is called Chit. Sat, Chit, Anand. Chit means this. Knowing is his nature. He knows. Jagrati, and therefore is wide awake. Supteshu Jagrati means what? Even when we are sleeping, what is he doing? Why do we need sleep? Because we get tired. Why do we get tired? Because body is performing action, mind is performing action, and wherever action is performed, tiredness is natural. But this fellow is never tired. Why he is not tired? He is not doing anything. Actionlessness is his nature. But Swamiji, just now only you said that he knows. That knowing is not doing. That knowing is being. Just like the mirror does not get tired by reflecting, just as the sun doesn't get tired by giving light, just as the fire doesn't get tired by giving heat, because that is their nature. And wherever something happens by nature, there is no effort, there is no tiredness, and therefore there is no sleep needed. This Lord, this pure consciousness, it is wide awake. And even when we are sleeping, this entity is wide awake. He knows everything because knowing is his nature. And therefore he knows every desire in every being. What desire that being has. How intensely is he desiring. Everything he knows. So therefore what does he do? Kamam, kamam, nirmimana. What is this Paramatma doing? We'll call him Paramatma. Who are we? Jivatma. This Paramatma, who knows every desire of Jivatma, is constantly nirmimana, creating. What is he creating? A conducive environment for the desires to get fulfilled. So Jivatma is entering a desire. So now to fulfill that desire, what is needed? A world is needed. A world of sense objects that is needed. And then a body, mind, intellect is needed. Remember that chart, BMI chart. It's somewhere there. Om, BMI, PFT, OET. Om, BMIPFTOET. What is BMI? Body, mind, intellect. PFT. What is PFT? Perceiver, feeler, thinker. What is OET? Objects, emotion, thought. Now, this one who is wide awake, who is he? Om on the top. What are these kamam? We, the vasanas. Okay. So now, nirmimana. This Lord has to create. What all things he has to create? The world of OET he has to create. The world of objects. And also, BMI he has to create. So, in order to fulfill my desire, there is a desired object. In order to interact with the desired object, I must have sense organs. In order to have sense organs, I must have the body. I must have emotions, intellect to think, mind to feel. So, body, mind, intellect, he has to create. Then, object, emotions, thoughts, he will have to create. So, he creates a world, he creates a body, he creates a conducive environment where this person is able to interact with his desired sense objects. This much he has to nirmimana create. Who is entertaining kamam? Jivatma or Paramatma? Jivatma. Who is fulfilling this kamam? Paramatma. So the job of Paramatma is only this, tathastu. That is why all gods you find one, It says reflection, is a mirror. Whatever you desire, it comes back to you. You desire it and it is fulfilled. That is the meaning. Different people come to God with different desires. Bhagavan is only one mudra. Tathastu mudra. Whatever you ask, you get it. That is the law of this world. Okay. Supteshu jagarti. In fact, you will find that even in deep sleep also, what kind of dreams do we see? Who decides the dreams in our sleep? A dream world is there. A dream body is there. And I am interacting with my dream objects. Who created it? This is the same fellow, this Purusha. In the waking state, I am Jivatma. I am interacting with the world. There are a lot of suppressions and repressions and desires which I am not able to fulfill in the world because of social pressures, customs, etc. But I have a desire. I have suppressed it. Even I myself don't know that such desires are there because it's deep down in my subconscious mind that desire is there. I myself don't know. But there is somebody who knows it. Who is he? This Paramatma, this pure consciousness. And he knows it. Now every suppression will create some health issues, mental issues. So it has to be released. It is like a compressed spring. It is like some stress. It has to be released. So what happens? In the dream, what all desires you could not fulfill in the waking, all those things come. And a conducive environment is created where you, in that dream, you fulfill that desire. So the dream is directly connected to the waking. In the waking, if you have no desire, then the sleep will be a deep sleep, not dream-filled sleep. Just observe what dreams you see and what you have done in the waking. If you see ghost movies and sleep, as children do, so what dreams can you expect? Divine beings will not come. All ghostly beings only will come. Because that is the samskara which I have put into the mind. Those samskaras manifest in the dream. If this is true with the waking and the dream, it is same with this life also. How am I in this world? Arey, I have chosen. When did I choose? You don't know, but he knows. He never makes a mistake. God, why have you pushed me into this terrible, miserable world? You alone are responsible. It is not his wish that you should be here. It was your wish that you are here. So many wars are happening here, there. War in Ukraine, war in Palestine. God! Why are you so cruel, God? Arey bhaiya, why are you blaming me? They asked for it. If you constantly entertain revenge and violence, you will attract such a world around you, where you can fulfill this desire of revenge taking, where you can fulfill this desire of entertaining anger, violence, harm. If that harmful tendencies are very intense, you are not even given a human body. You will be born as lions and tigers. You see their life, it's all bloodshed. Who chose? You yourself. You thought taking revenge is joy. Fine, be there. You see, people who are dying, why at the time of dying, what will be the thought of those people who are dying? What will be the thought? It is not a thought of forgiveness. It is a thought of revenge. So those people who has harmed me, next birth I take in order to harm them. And so such an environment has to be created. This is a science. You see, these verses, it solves very many questions of our life. Whatever is happening to me, I alone am responsible. Beware of your thoughts, because they become your words. Beware of your words, because they become your actions. Beware of your actions, because they become your habits. Beware of your habits, because they become your character. Beware of your character, because ultimately they determine your destiny. There is nobody other than me in this world. I alone am expressing in different forms. So whatever is happening to me, I alone am responsible. If this is the law, that whatever you desire, it will come to you, what is the best thing to desire? That's the purpose of the whole discussion. Let me desire, and that Paramatma will fulfill my desire. My job is only one thing, just let me correct my wish list. Let me know what to desire, what to wish, what to ask for. Because whatever I ask, it will be given. That's the law. So let there be a win-win situation. Let me ask for peace, for knowledge, for devotion. Then what happens? You are also happy. Wherever you go, others are also in your company. They will also be happy. That's called as a win-win situation. Atmano mokshartham jagat hitaya cha. You also gain liberation, and in the process, you give peace and happiness and liberation to others. This is called win-win situation. But for that, you have to ask, you have to desire. But to desire, you must have knowledge. That's why yathashrutam. When you have the right knowledge, you will desire right. When your desires are right, your actions are right. And when actions are right, everything nice, good things start happening to you. You create a beautiful, divine, sacred environment around you. Everything should start from me. What is the mistake we do? Everything should start from the world. Let the world be conducive, then I'll become better. No, that doesn't work. Let the world change, then I will change. It doesn't work. Everything starts from you. These verses are very, very powerful. Yesha sukteshu jagarti. There is an entity in you, the Lord in you, the all-powerful Lord. He is constantly creating what you are desiring. So desire, beware, desire the right thing. Otherwise, wrong thing starts happening to you. Desire the right thing. And that choice is yours. You have the choice to entertain right thoughts, wrong thoughts. Exercise intelligently your choice. Now, this Purusha's glory is being mentioned here. That Purusha, the one who is creating the world for you, creating a conducive environment so that all your desires can be fulfilled, that Purusha, what is his nature? Tadeva Shukram. Shukram. Shukram means what? Pure. Shubhram. This Purusha by himself, he has no desire. That's called as pure. He is desireless. But what is he doing? He is fulfilling the desire of Jivatma. Just like father and mother, they fulfill the desire of the child. They themselves, they don't have a desire for toys, etc. Teddy bear toy. But when they see their child playing with some chair, etc., as a scooter or a bus or whatever, then what do the parents do? Oh, this child desires this, so let me get that. So the parents give. Whose desire is his? The child desire. Who fulfills? The parents fulfill. In the same way, Jivatma desires, Paramatma fulfills. Paramatma by himself, he has no desire. That's the meaning Shukram, Shubhram, pure, desireless. Why is he desireless? Because he is Ananda Sarupa. One who is Ananda Sarupa, why should he desire? Tadeva Shukram, Tad Brahma, that Brahman which you are talking, that Paramatma, it is the same one. That consciousness in us. Yes, Tad Brahma. Tadeva Amrutam Uchyate. What is his nature? Amrutam is his nature. Immortality is his nature. Ajaha is his nature. Birthlessness, deathlessness, changelessness. Tasmin loka shrita sarve. Sarve loka, all the worlds. Tasmin shrita, he is the substratum upon which the whole world is existing. Taduna atyeti kaschana. Kaschana tatna atyeti. Nobody dares to transcend him, disobey him, overrule him. He is the one upon whom everything is happening. He is the ultimate master, the ultimate ruler. Everything in this world is happening because of his command. So the whole world is in safe hands. Nowadays people are so agitated, so disturbed, watching all news channels and all that. And everywhere it's all war only. What is happening to this world? Where is this world going? Such questions you, the Upanishadic student, should not ask. Other worldly fellows, let them ask. You should not ask this. Why? You say, Tadunatyeti kaschana. If your husband is telling this, watching all useless channels and creating trouble at home, Tadunatyeti kaschana, you must say this. Yasukteshu jagarti, you must say this. Okay? You know how much we are suffering because we are not exposed to these scriptures. Faulty knowledge. If you fill your head with faulty knowledge, you will suffer. Right knowledge, you will have peace. This is the thing. Right knowledge and peace, they go together. Wrong knowledge and disturbance, they go together. What do we find in channels? All TV channels. Wrong knowledge. Impartial. Half knowledge. Perverted knowledge. Partial. Biased. When you hear such things, your mind becomes disturbed. And the knowledge which we have in Upanishad is perfect knowledge. Your mind is at peace. Yes, whatever Bhagavan is doing, it is perfect. He knows what is right because He is in the heart of everyone. He alone has that impartial knowledge. He alone knows what should be given to whom. That God, omniscient God, He can never make mistakes. Then what happens? Even amidst wars and unrest, crimes and all kinds of things, your mind is at peace. Okay. So this knowledge is not optional, mandatory. No, Swamiji, after retirement, when do you want peace? Just answer this question. When do you want peace? Swamiji, after retirement, Swamiji. Will you say that? I want peace all the time. Then this knowledge is a must. Otherwise, you will become mad in this mad world. Madness of the world you can't stop. But your own madness, yes, there is a way. That's what's going to come now. So now another topic is taken, but it is a continuous topic only. The very same Lord, this Purusha, is the same in every one of us. There is no difference. That is the topic. That topic we will see in the next class. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.